person I'm tagging in this video is Hyper Grace. Hyper Grace are people that are trying to get you to sin, to break the laws of God, to abuse the grace of God. Exactly what Paul warned against. The false teachers that got into the fold in the early church even, and were teaching hyper grace back then. And all the apostles and Paul spoke directly against this false doctrine. Romans 6 is a very good chapter on this. What shall we say then? Shall we continue to sin so that grace may abound? Certainly not. Romans 6:14 people will read, but they will not read 6:15. Shall we sin because we are not under law but under grace? Certainly not. Faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. James 2:17. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is also dead. James 2:26. Paul makes it clear in Romans that sin leads to destruction. You can either be a slave to sin, which leads to destruction, or you can be a slave to righteousness, of obedience, which leads to righteousness. Romans 6:16. Go read that. For the grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in the present age. Living soberly, righteously, and godly in the present age. That doesn't sound hyper grace and continuing to sin. Titus 2:11 through 12. 1 John 3:6 through 10. Whoever abides in him does not sin. He who practices righteousness is righteous. He who sins is of the devil. Hebrews 10:26 through 27. For if we willfully sin after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there no longer remains a sacrifice for sins. Matthew 7:21 through 23. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father. John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments. Jude 1:4. Certain men have crept in unnoticed who turned the grace of our God into lewdness, licensed sensuality. Work out your own salvation. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Here is the perseverance of the saints. Revelation 14:12. Here are those who keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yeshua.